What's up, y'all? As y'all can see, it's a little different this week. Um, this week, everybody decided to take off. So I'm doing everything solo this week. Um, Damo, he out of town. He in New Orleans. Tokyo busy. Daniel at home. I think he tired from the Super Bowl cruise. So, like I said, I'm doing this. I'm doing everything solo this week. I hope y'all enjoyed this week. Next week, everything will be back to regular schedule program. All of us at the table. But I decided that instead of taking a whole week off of having nothing drop, I'm just gonna do a little solo podcast. It won't be as long as the other ones, but it's something to put out there. We gotta start off with I'm looking at my tablet from across the room, so if I'm looking over there, you know what I'm looking at. We're gonna start off with the WrestleMania 40 kickoff show. Um, Everybody was going into this kickoff show like mad, and the Cody crybabies was crying, and nobody knew where WWE was going to go with the storyline. As you know, that The Rock tried to bully his way into the main event. The Cody crybabies wasn't having it. they, they was like, nah, you ain't doing that to Cody this year. So, with a crazy twist, The Rock ended up. It was weird because Roman came out. He said he picks Rock for WrestleMania, and then Rock comes out, and Rock he's in this heel mode, which is I love heel Rock. But then like Cody comes out, and then they're talking back and forth. Then it gets to when Cody says something about how if the grandfather, if Roman grandfather was alive, uh, he'd be like, I forgot word for word what he said. It was like a week and a half ago. But basically, The Rock got mad and said that you disrespected my family. When you disrespect his family, you disrespected my family because you know they related. And then The Rock ended up slapping Cody. It wasn't a good slap, but he ended up slapping Cody, which was crazy, right? So now it's like, where do we go from here? And I say that because now Cody is back to facing Roman at WrestleMania. But then Seth was just standing there. Seth is getting the short end of the stick through this whole thing. It's supposed to have been him and CM Punk. CM Punk he got injured. Seth got injured. Then CM Punk got injured. Now they're trying to figure out where Seth is going to be. Well, who he's going to face at WrestleMania. So then back to the story. After he slapped him, The Rock ended up being cool with Roman. Now The Rock and Roman is cool. And then Cody and Seth is cool now. And then now I think they're trying to do like some kind of tag team at night 1 of WrestleMania. And then night 2 of WrestleMania will be Cody versus Roman, which means, and then whoever wins the Elimination Chamber will face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. So not like Seth is already injured. So now Seth had to do a tag team match night 1 if the rumors are true. He has to do a tag team match night 1, teaming with Cody. And we'll have to face night 2 against whoever wins the Elimination Chamber. Not only is he's doing double duties, Cody's doing double duties, Roman's doing double duties. Also, we all know that Cody and Roman's going to main event night 2. So once again, you're putting Seth Rollins' title on a back burner because he's not main event night 1, because we already know if that tag team match goes through, that's gonna main event night 1. So once again, we're putting Seth title as like the secondary title, and Roman was just like chewing him out the whole WrestleMania kickoff. He was calling him a bum. He said, "Get the bum out of here. You suck. You got your wife's shoes on." Like Seth was just getting this. I don't know. Seth ain't it ain't it no more. Seth needs to go back to heel Seth or something because he looking kind of soft. But the kickoff show showed that WWE can make a bad decision, and I will say that was a bad decision by just putting Rock into the main event after Cody won the Royal Rumble. They made it where it was a messed up situation, and then 15 minutes of The Rock, Cody, Seth, and Roman on the stage just flipped everything and made everything way more better. But the kickoff show was cool. I'm glad they did what they did. I'm not a fan of the tag team match if they do go through, but I did like them on stage and The Rock turning heel and saying it doesn't matter what you like and all that. That was cool. But yeah, let's get to SmackDown. And I'm running through this because I got a haircut appointment in 45 minutes. So, like I said, this week it's not gonna be them long episodes, but it's just something to get out there for this week, like a video. So Triple H delivered a promo basically saying he's the man. The Rock might be on the board, but he's calling shots. He makes the schedules. He makes basically he nobody goes through. He's calling the shots. Like it doesn't matter what The Rock thinks or what he think he needs to know his role. All this stuff. He was taking shots at The Rock the whole promo. Which Triple H, if he was able to wrestle, I can see this promo, but where's the payoff? Like Triple H taking all these shots, but his health, he can't, like real life, he can't wrestle. So I didn't see the point of him coming out taking shots at Rock like that, which is, I mean, it was a cool promo, but I'd rather him take shots and be able to wrestle. You know what I'm saying? They had Elimination Chambers qualification match. Drew McIntyre and AJ Styles. Drew McIntyre ended up winning. So he entered the chamber qualification. I'm trying to burp and get this orange juice out and talk at the same time. He's entered into the Elimination Chamber by beating AJ Styles, which was a cool match. My girl, Bianca Belair, beat Michin to qualify to the Elimination Chamber match, which was a cool match. Michin was getting the best of her for a while. I mean, I already knew Bianca was going to win, but it was a good match. I'm glad that they let her get some kind of offense in. But once that KOD hit, it's 1, 2, 3, and it's over. You feel me? Shout out to Bianca the GOAT. Damage control. I mean, Dakota Kai. So Bianca, Bayley and them coming out and doing a promo and all that. Dakota Kai came out. Dakota Kai is actually good on the mic. Like, she's good at promos. Like, she came out and Bayley was like addressing her like, hey, why you didn't save me? Where was you at? Blah, blah, blah. You didn't have my back. She's like, I'm sorry, I do have your back. You know what I'm saying? Damage control came out and Dakota Kai ended up grabbing the chair and kind of saving Bayley. But Bayley was looking at her like she still don't trust her. So I don't know where this is going. I don't know where you put Dakota Kai in at, because I don't see her with Damage Control anymore. But I also don't see her with Bayley. I see her in the solo run, but it's kind of hard to place her in the solo run in this storyline. So I think she has to stay with Bayley for a while as a face, and then I think Bayley beats Io Sky, and then Dakota Kai turns on Bayley, and then they have a storyline. That's what I want to happen. Because I think Dakota Kai can actually have a great heel run and be a great champion as a heel. The main event was Randy Orton versus Sami Zayn. This match was, I don't remember what. I think I watched this match on YouTube. Because I fell asleep early on Friday, and I ended up watching this match on YouTube, and it was an alright match. I'm not a big fan of Randy Orton, and I'm not a big fan of Sami Zayn. I don't know what they're doing with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn was part of one of the biggest storylines, the Bloodline storyline. He had a WWE Championship match against Roman Reigns, which was great. But since he came back, he's fell back in the main, like, mid-card, like, division. Like, there's nothing there with Sami Zayn no more. I think Sami needs to turn heel. We need to heel Sami back, because this Sami is, I hate to say it, it's trash. It's trash, sorry. Let me know in the comments below. if y'all think this Sami Zayn is trash, because he haven't been doing nothing. Raw opens up with, it didn't open up with a promo. It opened up with a 6-man tag team match, which was Imperium and main event Jey Uso. Don't know why they call it main event, because he's opening the show. but it was, I'm sorry, the New Day and Jey Uso versus Imperial and Gunther. Well, Imperial is part of Gunther is a part of Imperium. This was a good match. I did like when Gunther said, "Come on, Oos, what's up, Oos?" And then Jay ran out the ring and slapped the shit out of him. That was funny. That, and then when Gunther he went on top rope and did this like Jay. That was funny. It had a lot of good, like the whole match was like basically put around Gunther and Jay. Like I don't see Jay taking the IC title off of Gunther. I see Braun Breaker, but I take that back. Because Braun Breaker, he just won. I don't know what they're doing with him. He just won NXT titles last night. But he's getting called up to the main event, the main roster, though, which is, it's kind of confusing to me, but whatever. But I don't see Jay beating Gunther. Not right now. What was next? Oh, the homie. Elimination Chamber qualifying match with Bobby Lashley versus Big Bronson Reed. Bobby Lashley needs to, I don't know, I'm a big Bobby Lashley fan, but I love the faction with him, Street Profits and B-Fab. I'm glad that B-Fab has finally started coming to the ring with them. I've seen she's been doing training with Natty at her place. She's been doing good in training, so I can't wait till they actually give her a match, because they've been giving Maxine matches, but they haven't been giving B-Fab matches, which is crazy. And I think B-Fab is a better wrestler than Maxine. But anyway, Bobby Lashley ended up beating Big Bronson Reed, which is a good match. Bobby Lashley always puts on great matches, so no matter if he's like facing a big guy, a small guy, a giant, a cruiserweight. Bobby Lashley always put on good matches. He can have a match with anybody. And once again, I think, because I think the Judgment Day is falling off, I think this faction with Bobby Lashley, Street Profits, and B-Fab, they might be the number one faction on Raw right now. They just need a name. give them a name. Let's see what happened. Cody Rhodes cut a promo. I'm not a fan of Cody Rhodes promos. Like, they're cool. They're just like super, super, super babyface promos. Like, I think he can say anything and everybody just cheer. Like, he could say just anything and, oh my God, yes. And I'm like, bro, it's whatever. I'm not a Kobe. I'm not a Kobe. Rest in peace. I'm not a Cody Rhodes hater. I just feel like he's just super, super babyface. And it's like everybody treats him like he's just like the god of baby faces. Like, I don't know, maybe I do sound like a hater, because me listening to myself, I do sound like a hater, but I'm not. The women's elimination qualification match, Liv Morgan versus Zoey Starks. Now, this match was good. Liv is still kind of rusty, and I'm not saying that as like, I just watched the match and it was just like she was kind of off. But she's still good. It was just like, this is me nitpicking. She was a little off. And I understand, because she just came back. She went into the Royal Rumble, and this is her first like solo match back since she's been also, a couple of months. Not like, so back up. They had a leaked picture of who was going into the Elimination Chamber, and Liv Morgan was on the picture. So I say that because if I didn't see that leak picture, I wouldn't know if Liv Morgan was going to win this match, because WWE has been treating Liv Morgan like kind of like Sami Zayn, even though she just got back. But Zoey Starks could have easily took that spot, because she does crazy flips and crazy jumps and all that stuff that you would like to see in an Elimination Chamber match. And unless we get like crazy Liv like we got last time in Elimination Chamber, I don't think Liv Morgan fits this year in Elimination Chamber match. She ended up winning, but I would love to get that crazy psycho Liv Morgan back that just like jumps off everything and screams and y'all know the Liv I'm talking about. Becky Lynch did a promo, and Becky Lynch is hit and miss with promos. Sometimes she's great, sometimes she's good, sometimes she's just awful. This is one of her awful promos. Nia Jax did them coming out. Y'all know I'm a Nia Jax fan. Nia Jax wasn't that good either. I didn't like the whole, oh, you're a great mom and you're gonna win, and I wish I had a mom like you, because we all knew that she was bullshitting when she was saying all that. So, and the people was on Twitter like, oh, she deserved a Oscar or whatever. I'm like, bro, no, she don't. Even though I love Nia Jax, that wasn't it. What's her name came out? What's Damo girl? Oh, Mommy. Rhea Ripley ended up coming out and she ended up getting beat up. Did she get beat up? I believe she ended up getting beat up by Nia Jax. Can't remember. But the promo wasn't that good. That segment wasn't that good. I don't know where they're going with this. People saying that Becky's going to win the Elimination Chamber match. I don't want to see Becky versus Rhea. I which is going to sound crazy. This is going to sound crazy, and y'all probably go crazy in the comments for this. I kind of want to see, even though it's soon, and y'all could be like, she don't deserve it now. It's too early. I kind of want to see Rhea Ripley versus Tiffany Stratton. Wouldn't that be a good match? Tiffany Stratton versus Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. Even though, yeah, she's new, but she's good. Like, how many times do you want to see Becky? How many times do you want to see, even though Nia would have been good too, but I don't think that match is a WrestleMania match. I think that's like a payback match type thing. But and to be honest, I love Bianca. I don't want to see Bianca and Rhea. Like, we already know what we want to see. No, we want to see that next year. I was gonna say Jay. We want to see that WrestleMania 41. But back to this. I want to see Rhea and Tiffany. We had another qualifying match, which was LA Knight versus Ivar. We already knew LA Knight was going to win. That was a no-brainer. Moving on, we had R-Truth versus JD McDonagh. I can never say his name. JD sucks. Please get JD out of here. Take JD to main event, or what's that new thing they got? WWE Fast Speed, whatever it's called. Put him on that. Put him on Superstars, Livewire, whatever something we don't have to see him on TV. But JD ended up winning. I don't know why, but they let JD win. Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke. Like I said, I don't know what they doing with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn sucks right now. Sami Zayn is undermanned. Sami Zayn is like a little bit above JD right now. As of right now, Sami is like this much above JD. Pause. But Shinsuke ended up winning because Drew McIntyre came out and distracted Sami, and then what's the name? Hit him with the kick. 1, 2, 3. This actually should have. I don't understand why this Shinsuke versus Sami wasn't a qualifying match for Elimination Chamber. I don't know, unless they go make no, because Drew is in the Elimination Chamber. I was about to say unless they make Drew versus Sami, but no, because he's in. Yeah, I don't know. Nigga news real fast because I gotta go in 10 minutes. Nigga news. I don't have that much nigga news. Darkside of the Ring announced a podcast. It's called Darkside Unheard Podcast, which is cool. I was actually thinking about doing, now that the idea is out there, I can say it now. But I actually was thinking of doing like a Dark Side of the Ring type um, podcast, like while like go into details of people like wrestlers that like haven't got talked about on Dark Side of the Ring, and tell they side, basically the Dark Side of the Ring, but a podcast. I'm not gonna get into details, but I was thinking about that, but now it's already out there, so fuck it. A arrest warrant was issued for former WWE star Teddy Long after he skipped a court date. Have y'all watched that Teddy Long? Not Teddy Long. I'm sorry. I'm putting I'm putting rumors out there. Teddy Hart, not Teddy Long, not player, but Teddy Hart. Natalia, I think that's her cousin. Um, he has a documentary on Peacock, which is it's a sad, weird, and cool documentary. But y'all should watch it. Watch it. It's weird, but I can't even say it's a good documentary. It's an interesting documentary. I won't say it's a good one. It's interesting. But yeah, it's on Peacock right now. WWE signs 2-year partner deal with X. That's what I was talking about. So it's a 2-year partner deal. It brings WWE speed to the X platform. I don't know how that's going to go. I guess you just jump on X/Twitter, and then you go to WWE.com. I mean, not .com, but you go to WWE Twitter, and I guess it's going to be on there, and you just watch it through there, which is weird. When it comes to business, WWE got it. They got Netflix. They got USA Network. They got Peacock. They got X. They got what's that video game one? Twitch. They got Fox as of right now. They got business with everybody. When it comes to business, they got it. It's just, as a consumer, it's spread it out to too many different platforms. But as a business, they smart. Congratulations to Sonya Deville and her girlfriend, now that they're married, her wife. They just got married a couple of days ago. Shout out to them. Solo Sikoa, since beating John Cena, it says WWE greatest of all time John Cena. I'm not saying all that. Since beating John Cena, he has been a 0-23 losing streak, which is crazy. Because I went on Twitter like a week after he beat John Cena. I went on Twitter and I said, so Solo Sikoa beating John Cena did nothing for Solo, and everybody was in my mention saying, you're crazy, that was a good match, he spiked him to death, he's going to get pushed, he took out John Cena, you're not going to see John Cena for a while, you can always say he's the one that made John Cena disappear, you can't see him. They had all kind of jokes from me, and I said it didn't do nothing, and I explained it didn't do nothing. He's 0-23, and this is including live shows, like Raw, SmackDown shows, and live events. He hasn't won a match since he beat John Cena. Like, I cut the shit going to y'all that was talking shit about me in Twitter, saying that Solo Sikoa, that I was crazy for saying that didn't do nothing for Solo Sikoa. So y'all get my cut the shit. See how I rolled that in to cut the shit. And my flowers is going to all of y'all that's watching this. Shout out to y'all. I just posted that this page has hit 400 million, not million, I wish, 400,000 views already since launching. And that's a big accomplishment for me. Because when I first started, I used to look at people like I was the guy that was looking at people views on YouTube like, dang, they got 23,000, dang, they got 30,000, dang, they got like 100,000. And I was just starting off, and I was only getting like, I would look at my page and I get like, we at like 5,000. I'm like, dang, I ain't gonna never get to 30,000. And now it's like I'm at 400,000 now. And shout out to y'all for keep on rocking with this page through the ups and the downs. I promise I'm starting to put out more stuff this year. We're gonna do more giveaways. I am trying to work on something with everybody keeps saying like, when are you and the wrestling guy going to do a podcast? And I always say, we talk all the time, but we haven't did, I interviewed David from the Wrestling Podcast. Me and my sister did the Wrestling Podcast. Check that. It's on the page too. It's under interviews, but we interviewed David a while ago. But me and David never did a podcast. So David's just now starting back doing his podcast. It's called Nobody Listen to David. And that's going to be in the description down below. Go check that out. So he's back podcasting. So soon, I'm just details. I want to get certain details. I don't want it to be a regular podcast. I want it to be like something that involves his store and something that you could put into a podcast. So that's all I'm going to give you right now, but working on something. I'm also working on like an interviewing podcast. Like I want to start interviewing wrestling fans. So either it's live or through this, or I want to take my platform and introduce y'all to other wrestling fans, whether it's like out of town, Los Angeles, doesn't matter. It's going to be live and it's going to be through Zoom or through Skype or whatever you want to call it. I want to introduce y'all to other wrestling fans so y'all can follow them. But yeah, I have a lot of stuff going on this year. And also WWE 2K14. Have y'all pre-ordered it yet? I pre-ordered mine. That's coming out. I'm starting to do, usually when I do my gameplay, I just I play the game, but I just record it. Now I got a webcam. So now I'm going to start playing the game and actual talking to the camera and while I'm playing. So that's different now. I'm starting to do that. So I'm going to, I think the 2K23 is like, it's burnt out now. I'm about to delete it. I'm not going to drop any more footage for WWE 2K23. 2K24 is coming out next month, so I'm going to wait on that. I might get that new, what's the name that dropped today? AEW dropped the season 3. It's with, what's the dude name? I just got a blank. Stripling. Swerve, and 2 other people. I forgot the other 2 people, but I want it for Swerve. And then they got like this outdoor beach arena that looks really cool. So I think it's $16.99. So I think I'm gonna get the 3rd season today, and I'm gonna do footage on that. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Like I said, this one was like a short week. We'll be back to regular schedule program next week with all 4 of us. Yeah, thank y'all for watching. I gotta get a haircut because this ain't it. Peace.